This is Immigration Attorney Peter Loblak. My telephone number is 407-295-0099. Offices in both Orlando and Fort Lauderdale, Plantation, Florida. We'll address student visas. If you're an international student and you would like to study in the United States, your first task is to seek admission at an authorized institution of higher learning in the United States. My office could help in selecting and applying to the various institutions. The next step, once admitted, you will be issued what is called an I-20. You have then the ability to apply for a student visa. Application for admission and application for student visa are separate and independent, although admission is required before you could apply for a student visa. The I-20 you receive from the institution will list tuition and financial expenses and a total cost. You need to demonstrate you have sufficient funds to cover the total living expenses and educational expenses in the United States. With the various financial records, legitimate financial records too, you could then apply for a student visa. Now, the consular officer at the embassy will be looking at ability to truly finance the cost of education and your intent to return home. You're not going to get a student visa if your intent is to remain in the United States or to work in the United States, or the financial record demonstrate you do not have sufficient funds to cover living expenses and educational expenses, and therefore you will be tempted to work in the United States. If you kind of demonstrate an intent to return, that means you have sufficient ties in your country. After your studies, you'll return home. You will be denied a student visa. Also, if you have been denied a non-immigrant visa, like a tourist visa in the past, you are likely to be denied a student visa. There are issues about waivers for individuals who have committed fraud or misrepresentation. If you have certain criminal offenses, you may be ineligible. Some of them may require waivers. But the visa process is intricate, and you may need good help. And when I say good help, it would be good to retain a licensed, experienced immigration attorney for that. Once you've received that student visa, then you could depart to the U.S. generally about 45 days or so before the start of studies. You need to maintain your student status. That means you need to attend school full-time. Remember, work is not authorized except maybe on-campus employment. There may be issues that the school may have to report you on because you need to register as part of the service system. If you drop out of school, that would trigger a notification and out of status. If you work without authorization, then you would be out of status. If you provide fraudulent documents to immigration, financial documents to obtain the student visas, that could trigger deportation from the United States. So you need to understand those. Once you complete your studies, though, you could apply for a work permit for practical training, and if it's granted, you could stay in the United States and work for about a year. If it's a STEM program, that's STEM means science, technology, engineering program, then you could get the work permit for 27 months. There's never a guarantee to get a student visa. You could, if you're invalid student status, you could always depart the United States and return. If you're not in valid status, then you have issues. There are issues about transferring from one institution to the next. You need to follow protocols. This is Immigration Attorney Peter Loblack. Again, my telephone number is 407-295-0099. You could call my office. We could help you along the process. Good immigration help is always the key to obtaining and maintaining your student status in the United States.